Hey everyone, in this video I'll be replacing my whole suspension. So the front suspension and the rear suspension. So it's gonna be quite a show. I'm doing multiple projects at the same time. For example, I am also installing a sound deadener because might as well be proactive and install that. So it's going to be crazy. So first thing first, we're gonna take off the suspension and then we'll do a comparison of the old ones to the new ones. So we are looking at the passenger side rear and they're going to be different sizes. This one is going to be a 14, I believe. Yep, 14. This one is a 12 and this one is a 19. So you'll need to get some new sizes, and we'll start with the sway bar links, which is the 14. And I should connect this. There we go. Now for the middle, this is a number 5 Allen key. Oh, and I was able to get it off, so this is great. I'm going to be able to save some money and not have to buy some sway bar links for the rear. So we'll have to make sure that I don't damage this sway bar link on the other side. But that's awesome that I was able to get that off. And the great thing about these Toyota ones is that they have not shown any damage. They look perfectly fine. They're just really rusty. So that's awesome. Able to save that. All right, now let's do this one here. This one is going to be the 12. Quite a bit of lines. I don't think attached to this, but there's an extra line compared to the front, and that's because it has the emergency brake. That was easy. That off. Oh, and there's a sneaky bolt right here. That looks like a number 10, so let me just... Yeah, that's going to be number 10. Also super easy to get off. Alright, so let's take off those struts. And again, this is going to be 19. So I've got a wooden block under here. You can see right there, so that it just leans on it. Get this loose. There we go. All right, so let's take the bolts at the top. So with the way that this car is designed, you'll have to take out the back seat. So you'll have to first take out the bench here, and then you'll be able to take out the back here. I do have a separate video for that, so please check that out. And this will allow you to access the top 3 bolts. They're just right behind the seatbelt here. So it's a little tight. It's gonna be hard to get an impact gun in there. If you need some more room, you could definitely take off the seatbelt. It looks like you just need to take that one bolt off and you'll be good. But I'm gonna do it with it on, and let's get started. So these 3 top bolts are a 12mm, and I'm gonna start off with a hand wrench. All right, and that's the 3 bolts. We'll take out the strut. All right, we should be able to just pull out this strut. Move my flashlight here. And there we are. There's the strut assembly. Okay, so we are on the driver rear, and again we'll start with the sway bars. So this one's a 14mm. Get it broken off a little bit. Got a 14mm wrench with a number 5 Allen key. There we go. So saved myself from having to buy some rear stabilizers. All right, and now we'll deal with the lines here. First one's going to be a 12, I believe. This first one, and number 10. And that one's off. And number 19 for the big bolts. go. And there's that bolt. So let's now take the top 3 bolts off. Alright, so again it is a 12 millimeter. There we are. That is all 3. So let's take the strut off. All right, let's take off this strut. It's super easy, just like that. That is all 4 struts we have taken off. So let's do a comparison of the old ones versus the new ones. So for the rear ones, we have the SR4264 and the SR4263. As you can see there, that's what it is. And we'll get unboxing. Grab my X-Acto. So there's the first one. You can tell that it's the rear because it's nice and skinny on the top here. And it looks longer, but I don't think it is longer. So that's it there. And something. This one. Looking for an unboxing experience, because it's definitely not the unboxing experience you're gonna get. They are just coilovers shoved into a box. So there you have it. This is the brand new coilovers, and again I got a set of instructions for these coilovers as well. And let's get them side by side. Cool, so again, you can immediately tell which one's which by just looking at the bracket. So these two are lined up, and this one's the passenger rear. And there is also an R in here as well. Again, with this one, also the bracket is the same location, and this one has a L on the side. And when we take a look at the boot is a lot longer in the back on the Toyota versions, but this boot right here on the rear is ripped. I'm finding the rear ones to be more saggy, it's more bouncy. The struts are definitely leaking out. So maybe because of that bad boot, it's become more worn down. This boot is also torn up as well. And there you can see it's the differences. So these ones are really dirty and rusty, and these ones are nice and brand new. Alright, it is time for the rear, and we are going to start on the passenger side. This one is going to be the SR4263. And it says right on here, so perfect. And we'll get this up into the back of the vehicle. this is a struggle because I can't really see the top. So I'm having struggles trying to get this in, and I think it's just because this thread, it is supposed to be bent towards the inside, but I think it's bent a little too much. So I'm just going to tap it just a little bit so that we can get it in. Yeah, so that moved pretty easily into place. Yeah, I can move this with my fingers. So it might have been something that I was damaged in transportation. Put it in. Yeah, that's it. That was a lot easier. All right, got two in. And I got three in. So that was exactly why I couldn't get it in, is because that thread was bent. So yeah, I just slightly tapped it with the hammer to get that thread in. All right, and let's put the big bolts in here. It's already straight, which is perfect. think I had this a little too high, so I'm gonna remove this. All right, got that one in. Just giving it a bunch of jiggles. Oh yeah. And I'm just pushing my knee. Pushing the disc with my knee. All right. There we go. We got those big bolts in. So now we're gonna torque up the top bolts. So we're gonna tighten these up. These are 13mm bolts. And once we have them tight, then we are going to torque them to 29 foot-pounds. All right, so it's time to torque these to 29 foot-pounds. That one's good. that one's good. So there you go. That's only 29 foot-pounds on the top. All right, time to do these bolts right here. So I have thread lock. Put just a dab. That's a little too much. And these are going to be 19 millimeter. The thread locker there as well. And to torque it down, we're going to do 133 foot-pounds. And since I don't have a 3, I'll be doing a 4. So 134. So I don't have enough room. I'm gonna have to get an extension for this. All right, I'm back with an extension. There we are. Here's the first one. Cool. So that's it. We have our strut torqued down. So time to put these lines on. So that goes there. And we got the big bolt. And it's going to be a 12 millimeter. And just a hand tighten. Oh, I got this accidentally on, so need to loosen this off. Okay. So unfortunately, I have some deleted videos. Somehow it got deleted. Anyways, so what happened? I screwed this on. This is a 12 millimeter, and this one's a 10 millimeter. This 10 millimeter gets slid into this little inlet, the circle, and this gets slotted into this little keyway. Just like that, you can see on the other side there. And then last but not least, I put the sway bar link on. This is a 14 millimeter, so I took a 14 millimeter wrench and I took a number 5 Allen key wrench, and I just hand tightened it. So yeah, that is it for the passenger rear side, and we'll go over to the driver rear side. All right, we are on the last coilover. This is the driver rear side. So we'll take these bolts off and keep them over here. And now it's time to lift it out. Or sorry, lift it in. Time to install it. So I'm just gonna give a little tap here. They're in the holes, and I'm just gonna reach over and thread the 3 bolts on. Cool. The they are threaded on. So now we're gonna get the bottom piece together. Make sure that your sway bar link is on the other side. I want to put this on with it on the other side. And we are going to need to lift it up in order to get access into, get the bolts into those holes. Preferably with the strut. Okay, so the problem I'm facing is I'm de-threading the bolts at the top, so I'm actually just going to tighten them right now, and so that we can get this on. So these are 13 millimeters, and we'll just go around in circles until we have them all tightened up. Alright, time to torque it to 29 foot-pounds, sorry. that's it for the top. Let's work at the bottom now. Okie dokie, time to put the bolts in, because I was having troubles with it earlier, so. Alright, after doing that, I recommend you putting these in first before you do the top, because that was brutal. Wow, that was a lot of work. So, yeah, that's done. And I don't recommend you doing that way. You should definitely do it the way that you install these first and then you insert it, because that was hard. So thread locker on these bolts, just a little dab. I realize that I'm gonna have to swap these around because they don't work when you try to put the bolts in, so. Swap that around. That was not bad. Because we have a thread locker in there, I'm just going to do it right now. And we're going to do the same for the bottom. And it's in. And so I screwed in the 12 millimeter there, and we are now doing the 10 millimeter. And just a good hand tightening. That's all you need. All right, sweet. We got the lines on, and let's torque this to 136 foot-pounds. And got an extension here. And that was 136 foot-pounds. And last but not least, or last and least, this is the last thing we gotta do. And then we gotta put the tires on. And then take it over to the dealership to get it, get a wheel alignment. Get that in, get this started. So this is a 14 millimeter, and you need a number 6. Number 5. Allen key, Allen wrench. and did a good hand tighten. And there we have it. We have done the rear suspension. And we also did the front suspension. So we did the whole setup. So that is awesome. So that is it for the rear suspension. We got our coilovers on and all the accessories attached to the coilover. We torqued them down. We removed the back seat in order to gain access to that. And same thing applies to the passenger side, where we remove the tires, we remove the old suspension, and we put a brand new one in. And we torqued these down too. Had to remove the back seat for that. Alright, it has been a couple weeks with the new suspension, and so far it is pretty awesome. It gets a little stiff initially, but once you take it on the drive and stuff like that, it loosens up. So, and it's back to that factory ride height, which is super nice. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it really helped you out. I appreciate you to like this video and also subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.